Hello everyone and welcome to Cicada. I decided to break the no politics rule for now as I think this would be a good topic to talk about. Today, we will be talking about Mr. Dapperton, specifically his view on the tax system. Mr. Dapperton is a YouTuber who I've watched on my main channel when I decided to get into American politics after growing sick about listening to a country who hates himself and a vulture chancellor who bullies the rest of Europe. Mr. Dapperton describes himself as ANCAP, although I assumed he was libertarian, which is almost the same thing. ANCAP meaning the elimination of government for private ownership, free markets, and a self-regulating society. Libertarian is about upholding liberty whilst allowing as little government control as possible. In a video of his, he talks about how people should spend their money however they want. I will go over two renditions of what I think, but I can't promise quality because I'm no professional politician. Now, taxes are important because it allows the government to keep a country running at the expense of them, allowing them to waste money. Mr. Dapperton may mean people could spend money by any way they want, or go for a minimum tax limit, which is where people have to pay a minimum amount of tax, but they select where they want the money to go. The first option would mean citizens would spend their money on many luxuries, which would cause an increase in business revenue but a sharp decrease in governmental funding. This would cause the government to not be able to fund many programs such as military, healthcare, and research, as well as supporting public institutions like schools. This also, however, prevents them wasting money on stupid things like spending trillions of dollars to stop everyone from using electricity. Eventually, the government will run out of money once, causing some side effects like collapsing infrastructure. Eventually, people may catch on and fix things, albeit this disaster may be enough of an incentive for people to pay taxes. This could actually work, although disaster will strike undoubtedly once, maybe even twice, or it may not go as planned. The second option would have a minimum requirement. This time, people would still pay taxes, which is probably what Mr. Dapperton is against, people being forced to pay taxes to keep basic government funding like salary and institution maintenance, but also keep some programs running. If people chose where money goes to, this may cause overfunding in some departments, which may cause some issues for other departments which may not get funding but are also still important, unlike abortion and some other stuff. A solution would be to tax certain areas separately of the entire country, but this would mean people would flee to other locations to avoid taxes. Like, let's say a location that's about to get taxed to a location that's already been taxed. Another solution is to have a ranking system where people decide something like a top 5 list of programs to fund the using the overfunded money as an emergency balance for said program. Overall, Mr. Dapperton does have a good idea to make the government more useful, but I think he didn't explain it as well. This also isn't a battle I would care about fighting and winning, as it would with grounding electrical grids or improving internet funding. And as a final note, don't harass the people I'm talking about, and don't harass me. There may be a follow-up video if Mr. Dapperton decided to critique me, which, yes, it would be an honor if he did. And goodbye.